Dr. Brandon Oddfellow. Today I'm going to be telling you the story of a man named Dr. Oddfellow. Now, back in Halloween Horror Nights 2000, Halloween Horror Nights 10, whatever you want to call it, we had the famous icon named Jack the Clown. And at this time, we didn't know what Jack's backstory was. Now, Jack was part of a circus called Dr. Oddfellow's Carnival of Thrills. And while Jack was performing in this circus show, whatever you want to call it, he had been kidnapping and murdering children. Now, at this time, Dr. Oddfellow was also kind of in his own trouble with the law. So, when Jack was starting to be a suspect, he went to the one person he could trust, and that was Dr. Oddfellow. Now, Dr. Oddfellow, knowing his problem with the law, he killed Jack, murdered Jack, whatever you want to call it. And, however, in this fight, there was a scratch across Dr. Oddfellow's face that Jack gave him with what we assumed to be a knife. Now, when Jack kind of got Oddfellow's blood, he became immortal. And they both became immortal. And, Jack came back because when there's a news reporter that was talking about the abandoned Carnival of Thrills, Jack, jumping out of a Jack of the Box, killed and came back. Now, back in Horror Nights 17, in the Carnival of Carnage, the entire time, Jack was looking for Dr. Oddfellow. But where was Dr. Oddfellow? Dr. Oddfellow had been many places, including the Jungle of Doom. He would experiment on all these animals and creatures, and he ended up with a crystal skull, which he found in the jungle. And that is how we have the Jungle of Doom scare zone. Now, Dark Zodiac, Dr. Oddfellow, the zone is about him harnessing the power of the Zodiac, and to make him more powerful, of course. And Shipyard 32, Horrors Unhinged, basically Oddfellow unleashing creatures. And back in the 60s, to be specific, 69, nice, there was a music festival. Now, Dr. Oddfellow, of course, had turned himself into a vampire. And he unleashed many vampires to lead them to attack the concert, which is how we have Vamp 69. Nice. So, that we know of Dr. Oddfellow, but what is there that we can still learn about him coming up? Now, we have two that we know of ways we're going to learn about him. However, as I mentioned, the scar he has across his face, that will be how we tell from him in each zone. Like in Vamp 69, I'm sure he'll be a vampire. In Jungle of Doom, he'll be some sort of jungle creature. But Dr. Oddfellow's collection of horror. As you guys know, we have the scare zone props, and we have like a walkway at the top. That is where I believe Dr. Oddfellow will be, and how we're going to see him in this scare zone. Now, Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins, we'll see a lot of Dr. Oddfellow, I have to believe. And we know we're going to see his entire fight with Jack, his murder of Jack, and I assume we'll see Jack coming back as well. We still have so much to learn about this character. And that's all we've talked about for now. I will see you guys in the fog.